go. So yeah, like Hollow Knight has pretty immersive lore if you wanna get into it, but it's just basically a Metroidvania game with little bugs and these little void creatures or whatever these are.
Yeah, there's been some debate on which ones are void and which are not, but everyone can decide that on their own. But yeah, it's basically like a 2D platformer with a lot of Metroidvania elements. And in the top left of the screen, if you haven't seen this game before, you can see those little white things. Those are our HP bar. And next to that is like this mana bar, basically, which will let us heal the HP and later on use some spells and stuff like that. So that's basically like the basic resources of the game.
And yeah, here we see one of the minor glitches we use in the run, which is called inventory drop. And normally when you fall from really like tall ledges or something, you get hard falls and it staggers you for a little bit. But if we open the inventory while midair and close it, it actually removes the hard falls.
Yeah, basically, if you open your inventory in midair on this patch, it essentially uncaps your fall speed completely. So you just keep accelerating forever. And
Yeah.
in this room, for example, it lets us get really high speeds, as you can see. As long as we don't get hit on the grass. Oh, those guys are completely RNG. You can't do anything about getting hit there. It's unfortunate. But yeah, inventory drop is probably the most used glitch in the run. We don't use many because it is called no major glitches, but there's some that are pretty nice. There's a little aspect gauntlet. You just gotta kill all those dudes too. Go forwards.
Yeah, there's a couple of those little gauntlet thingies in this game, and I'm not sure if that's like the only one in this run. Probably not, but I think there's at least one more where the area kind of closes and you have to clear the enemies to move forward.
There you could see the pogo ability of the knight. That's I think that's one of the like hallmark abilities of the game in general. Yeah. Like it makes the movement dance combat of this game what it is. You'll be seeing us use it a lot later on in the run in all kinds of situations to skip some parts of the game and also just make combat nicer, I guess.
Yeah. You probably can already see that start of the run is kind of slow somehow, because we don't really have any abilities yet, as it is a Metroidvania game, so we will just do some little skips to move a little bit faster somewhere, and yeah, here we already have the first boss fight.
It's a pretty tough one. Thankfully, we don't have to go through that all the 3 times you're supposed to, because you can actually just, well... Oh yeah, this is true ending. Damn. Yeah. We have to go through it 3 times. Never mind. For some reason, I thought you were going to do the 80% thing where you can actually just break out this arena earlier. You only have to stagger him once, and then you can break the wall on the left side, but... Because this is true ending, we actually need to kill this guy.
Yeah, we will return to this guy later on in the run. And there he goes.
Easy peasy.
And he's done. Nothing really special about that guy.
It's just a little maggot in a big body.
Yeah, that damage boosting in true ending can be kind of scary if something goes wrong, but... Well, I've played this category for a while, so... Isn't a huge problem.
Yeah, not exactly the scariest boss in the run.
Yeah.
You can see him pick up like a couple hundred geo there, and geo is like the currency of this game that you use to buy several things. Most importantly for this run, I guess, the Shaman Stone.
Yeah.
Shaman Stone Charm.
Yeah, at least in the start of the run.
Yeah.
And this is the first ability, or more specifically spell, that we collect in this run, and it's actually the only spell we will collect in this run, but we will upgrade it later on.
It's called Eventual Spray. It's basically
Yeah.
like a fireball ability where you use like a third of the mana bar I talked about earlier to fire this little spell forwards and do some damage to enemies.
Yeah. And, well, it's a cool game because this next area actually teaches you how to use the spell, pretty much. You have to kind of learn how to use it somehow to move forward from this little, well, dungeon thingy, I don't know.
Yeah, you'll see him encounter a boulder enemy in just a moment here. This guy, and you actually cannot hit him with the nail at all. You have to be far away from him, or else he just closes up and you can't do any damage to him at all. So just a nice little tutorial thing there, teaching without words.
And we purposefully sit on that bench there because benches, they don't only heal you, but they work as save points as well. So we will see why we sat on that bench later. We
Yeah.
basically just warp back to there to skip some annoying backtracking.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that one auto saves you there, like the one in the mound.
Hmm?
Once you like exit the mound, I think it automatically saves you on that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But still, that's the thing we use a lot in the run, where we sit on a bench and then later on just quit out of the game and come back, and we'll have all our items, but it just warps us back to the bench. And that right there, that's called a fireball skip. You basically just turn around in midair and fire a fireball backwards, and the momentum from the fireball will propel you backwards a little bit and also like stop your vertical momentum, so you can make those jumps that you're not supposed to be normally able to.
Ouch.
And yeah, there's a couple of those in this Greenpath split.
Yeah, that was like the least important one, so yeah, there's
Yeah.
one in the next room as well, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this one actually skips a huge portion of the Greenpath area. You can see. Yeah,
There we
you
go.
probably would have made that with one. That was really good.
I was so happy to get those because, well,
Yeah.
if you fail, then it's, well, most of the time it's a reset, but there's also a backup for that one, fortunately.
Yeah, you can
Sure.
actually like lure the mosquito there as well, but that's obviously a lot slower.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
I
we
don't
gotta make
think
this
I
a
can
one.
get
Oh.
that
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's rough. That one doesn't skip that much. It's
Yeah.
just maybe
I
10
guess-
seconds off.
I guess you can also do that with one fireball, but it's so much harder.
Yeah, the last one's pretty tough with just one. You can actually do all three of them with one, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're a lot easier if you have to. Like I only know one person who actively goes for the one fireballs, I think. It's just crazy to me. I'm barely
Yeah.
consistent enough with two. Hey, here we have another gauntlet coming up.
Yeah, there's actually one over
Yeah.
here, but it's
I guess this
fairly...
one counts, even though it's over in like 2 seconds.
Not too much of a trouble.
Yep. And they can really see the power of the spells.
Yeah.
They do about 3 nail hits worth of damage each one of the casts right now with the level 1 spell. So it's quite a lot of extra damage compared to just using a nail.
I think just to be sure, I'm gonna heal once here.
Yeah, yeah. What when I died Hornet?
Yeah, like there's a boss fight coming up, and if I have to like backtrack this area, saying that I die here, it's gonna be quite a time loss. But usually you don't have that much trouble with this fight.
Yeah, she's not too tough. Once you like actually learn her patterns. I know some people have a lot of trouble with this boss casually, but once you understand how her staggers work, it's not the worst. Basically, if you hit her 5 times in a row, she will get this stagger animation and just
Okay,
stand on
there
the
we
ground
go.
for a second, and there we go. Easy.
And yeah, she will just escape, and we will get this another really useful ability here from this. I think that guy is like our brother or something. He has
Yeah.
fallen in a fight.
Another Lord Void dude.
Yeah. So we will back out to the menu now, and here we are back at this bench. And here we will start moving forward to the next important item.
Yeah, the dash is what we got from the
Oh, yeah.
Hornets. It's very nice to have after the long early game of just walking around.
Yeah.
You can see on the ground there, that was the city crest, but thankfully we don't need to use the city entrance in this run, so you can just leave that on the ground. Ooh.
Ouch.
That guy does a lot of damage.
Okay. You can,
Close enough.
talking about the nail pogos, you can actually pogo that little obstacle there and climb up.
Yeah, it's a really
Instantly, but-
precise one.
Not too, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw me failing it there, so I don't know.
Coming up though after we demolish this Gru's Mother fight is one of the coolest skips in the game, probably, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
He'll basically have to use his shade to get up to a higher spot, and it's pretty hard to do, especially since he doesn't even have the Mantis Claw, which, if you've seen any 80% runs of this game, they have Mantis Claw for this skip, but he doesn't have that, so he's gonna have to do some really tricky stuff to actually get up into the Blue Lake entrance from up here. You'll see in just a moment.
Hopefully I can get this first try.
Yep. Bless RNG. Oh yeah, and here we're picking up the Shaman Sun Charm.
Yeah.
It's charms are like the equipment of this game. You can have a couple of them on, and they do all kinds of stuff to your character. This one increases the spell damage
Yeah.
by 33%. Yeah.
So what we do now is just, we will die here purposefully.
Oh
And
no.
Yeah, after this death, we will spawn to this bench and I will equip the charm, and there we see the shade, and we will have the, it kind of, if the shade is on the screen, it kind of debuffs our character, so we need to kill him to get our full ability back, I guess.
Okay, here we go. This is the hard trick.
Okay,
Oh
she did
no,
that.
you got the fireball.
I actually practiced this. Okay, I'm not gonna go for the...
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
The shade can just randomly fire fireball and then completely messes up the setup for this trick. So.
Okay.
Oh my god! What? No way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that. If
Yeah,
you have to
that's-
get the shade like really high, and if that fireball just kind of
Oh.
ruins that setup. Oh,
Oh no.
I'll just quickly refill my soul and. Oh yeah, I actually gotta backtrack a bit to get more soul.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Whoops.
Man, those fireballs from the shade were so unlucky though. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get 2 fireballs in a row in this category. Okay, here we go. Nice,
And there
easy.
we go.
Good job. That's a tough one. It looks so cool when you actually get it properly though.
And it's surprisingly hard because when you stagger there and get hit by the shade, it kind of messes your input sometimes, and it just can be kind of annoying to execute.
Yeah.
But a couple of tries and usually you get it.
Sometimes when I try to do that, I like do the pogo off of his nail slash,
Yeah.
and then I try to do the next pogo, and it's not a down slash even though I'm holding down. I don't. There's something weird going on with the inputs there.
Yeah.
This game can sometimes be a bit inconsistent with their inputs, for sure.
And this is a really, well, one of the longest cutscenes that we really can't skip anyhow. We see the 3 dreamers here, and they're basically kind of like gods that guard this kind of a temple. And yeah, I purposefully fall to my, well, not really a death there, but if I fall down this platform instantly, it saves a little bit of in-game time actually.
Yeah, it's technically it's slower in real time, I think, but
yeah,
because we use a loadless timer for this game, it saves about a second as the game pauses between you falling down and spawning again. It's a bit weird of a trick, but oh well. These things come with the loadless timer. There we go. We're gonna get the Dream Nail ability. It's not the most useful one, but it is required to complete the game because you need to go and hunt down those 3 guys that showed up earlier to lock us into this room. And you need this to kill them. And here's something we haven't talked about is on some instances where the game takes control away from you, just like there when he was spawning. You can get early control by pausing the game and unpausing again.
Yeah.
And that's how he was able to do the little slide while still in the animation of waking up. He did the same thing at the very beginning of the game where he was falling down into the little chasm. You're not supposed to be able to fall so fast there, but with the pause and pause, he was able to get control. I don't think it's used in any other spots in this run, but it's a nice little trick anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Ooh. Yeah, so we will be getting to a new area in the game real soon, and we will be instantly using the Dream Nail over there to this one. He's called a Dream Warrior. He's a mini boss, basically. And the Dream Warriors are required for the true ending of the game that we are going to achieve in this run.
Yeah, basically each one of them gives you a certain amount of dream. Is it dream essence?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And you need a certain amount of that to get the items required for the true ending. So this is the first Dream Warrior I have to kill. It can be a bit annoying sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
You're getting pretty good RNG so far, but if he does the bad attack in a second, we can see how much time that loses. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this is kind of stupid because he actually isn't on the screen when he does this, and you just have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's completely invincible during that. It's kind of dumb. It's basically just a...
There we go again.
Yeah, like 3-4 seconds of time loss every time he does that attack.
There we go.
There we go. Easy, easy. And like each time he does any attack, there's probably a 50-50 chance of him doing that. I don't actually know, but I'd guess that.
But yeah, usually when you kill a Dream Warrior and then you Dream Nail him after that to gain the essence from him, usually you have to wait a little animation there, but you can actually skip that by like trying to Dream Nail instantly after the animation has begun.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird trick, but like if you buffer another Dream Nail right after the first Dream Nail there, you just have control during the animation of picking up the essence. Not sure why. Oh, you did this setup. Interesting.
Yeah, I actually just learned that in my like latest practice session, and yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
You can actually like, that looks kind of neat. You can just pogo that explosive to access this area.
Yeah, it's called the explosion pogo. One of the harder tricks to learn when you first learn to run, I'd say, but It gets really easy once you have it down. And right there was the Mantis Pogo, where you just pogo out those Mantis to avoid going around. Doesn't really skip that much, but maybe around 15 seconds. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and it looks kind of cool again.
And that was a Mantis Claw he just picked up, which is basically the wall jump ability of this game. It'll let him wall jump, obviously. Not really much else than that, but it's incredibly useful to have.
Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of a weird part of the run. I always like, especially when I don't have any kind of splits open, I always have to wonder where I have to go next, because it's just, we will gather lots of these relics to gain geos, the currency, and yeah, there's just lots of stuff in this part of the run.
Yeah,
and this dream boss as well.
Yeah. You kind of just go around gathering stuff and getting the essence, getting the relics, and selling them for geo.
Oh man, this guy's bullying me.
There we go. The second Dream Warrior down.
Oh, I'm too early again.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah, we got the essence.
Oh, yeah,
I guess if you're
scary.
like too early for like going down that pit, you can like lose your essence that you would get.
Yeah, yeah. If you leave that room too early during that early control, the game won't have time to actually give you the essence. So it can be a bit weird, the timing, and actually kind of depending on your load length. You can, if your loads are longer, you can leave that room earlier because it'll give it to you during the load. It's
I guess
really strange. I just know that some other people can leave their room slightly earlier than me. There.
Yeah, it might be something
longer.
like that as well.
But yeah, that's just another thing you have to be careful about. That was a really clean fireball.
Yeah, those guys are sometimes just wandering all around there and can be kind of annoying to get them all killed.
As you can see, the geo is pretty tight for this early game. He only has 20 geo left after just spending 300 there, so you have to be careful about that.
And yeah, we already picked up 200 Dream Essence earlier. So now we will go visit the seer that we saw her already earlier. This guy over here. And yeah, when we get more essence, she gives us stuff like that relic there, and she will also open this area for us where we can find another relic that's actually really valuable. I guess it's like the most valuable relic we pick up in this run. Like 800 geos or something.
Yeah.
Really useful.
Most people actually think this area is basically useless, but there's a little secret part of it that lets you gain access to a very, very valuable relic here. I don't know how many people find this area casually even. There we go.
Yeah, there's like lots of save and quitting here because we like kind of branch out from different places and just we don't want to backtrack.
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's required for the run.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the stacks yet, but we will open these stack stations through the run and we can also use them to fast travel to different places.
Yeah, they're basically the main fast travel system of this game. There's a couple others you can use, like the tram stations that are not really useful for anything.
Yeah.
And then there's the Dream Gate, which we'll get a bit later in the run. You use that in this run. And that one is basically you can place a gate anywhere on the map and teleport back to it. It's incredibly useful, but yeah, we'll see that when it comes up. And also the purpose of gathering all these relics is you can sell them for geo in just a bit here.
Wow.
There's an NPC that will buy them from you and give you a bunch of geo. It's basically the main way of gathering geo in any speedrun of this game. No big deal.
I want one soul for one fireball when I
yeah.
enter this room, and then there's this one hidden royal husk here, and she has lots of geo with her, as you can see.
Yeah.
Is it like 417?
You missed 3.
Yeah.
Didn't get the meme number.
Um, yeah, one little really cool skip here as well. We shouldn't be able to access this area yet, but if we just pogo that little obstacle there, we can just barely climb up here.
Yeah, it's an incredibly simple skip, but it skips so much of the game. And that right there was a lever skip, and well, you can see not something's wrong there because he was just moving in that completely black room. But on specifically this patch, it's the only patch that allows that. On this patch, you can hit certain levels through the walls because they just forgot to block you from doing that, I guess. And it lets you skip some very important areas of the game. Well, I guess in this one you don't even use it to get the Shade Soul, but it lets you do small skips like that. Like in that room, he probably avoided maybe 30-40 seconds of going around that room and doing a certain gauntlet and stuff like that. So it's neat.
Yeah, this is the guy that buys our relics, and as we can see, we'll get lots of money by just going around and gathering them just for a little bit. We already have 2,000 and 1,800 of those. And then we set a save point to the first village we saw, like in the very start of the game. And there's actually a vendor over here right now that we woke him up at the one another area earlier in this run, and he's over here right now. And we will buy this. This is just a lantern that lets us access some areas. Oh, I don't want to buy that.
Yeah, don't buy anything else accidentally.
Yeah.
A lantern basically just, as you could probably imagine, it lights up some of the dark areas of the game and lets you travel through some rooms you otherwise wouldn't be able to. I think the only reason you need it for this run is the Crystal Peaks, Tollgate, and No Eyes, right?
Yeah, like you can also, if you're like really learn the dark areas, you can just go through them without basically seeing anything. But especially in this area, this toll, you can't buy it open if you don't have the lantern, which is annoying.
Yeah. This room is normally completely dark without a lantern. And that's the annoying thing about the dark rooms, is that you can't interact with anything in them if they're dark. So, yeah, can't access that toll otherwise. Going through that toll room basically skips getting the Desolate dive ability at all. That's normally how most people get inside Crystal Peaks, I think. Crystal Peaks is some of my favorite platforming in this game, honestly. There's
Crystal
so many
Peaks
cool
is
cycles
just
on the rooms.
definitely a cool platforming section. No really necessary bosses we have to kill here, but just all the cool stuff. Especially this room, I like it.
Yeah, this is a fun one, especially if you have to get the key.
Good thing that I remembered this key. It's really necessary to pick it up.
Yeah, you'd be kind of screwed without it. It's required to get the upgrade for the spell that we talked about. It straight up doubles the damage that the spell does. So
yeah,
very, very useful for the run. Oh man, didn't have soul for Humu Ball. Unfortunate.
this area can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, that cycle looks tighter than it is actually, I think.
Yeah. These are
it's-
like really consistent setup for it. If you just damage boost through one of those lasers in the start, you can just pretty much dash through all the remaining lasers, and you only have to like wait for one laser to go off.
Yeah, you pretty much just hold right and dash whenever you can there,
Yeah.
and it all works out.
And the key we picked up earlier, this guy is actually really interested in it, and we can buy this another key from the shopkeeper then.
Yeah, so we have to pick up a key to buy another key to use the key to unlock the spell. Very, very simple.
Next part is just traveling a little bit to pick up the upgrade for the spell, and then we are starting to really go off in different boss fights because, well, doing damage is like doing more damage to like difficult bosses it's great. It's a real struggle if you only have to like use default spells for them. So
they just take a million years. And there's especially one boss that doesn't give you any soul back during the fight, so you have to have enough damage from your spells with that single soul bar to be able to like basically kill him with that, or else it takes a billion years to kill him. And also this crystal ability that he's using it's the like super dash of this game. You just, it's called the Crystal Dash, and you charge it up for a couple seconds and release it, and then you'll be able to go speed demon around the place.
yeah, it's a really useful ability to just quickly advance through every room.
Yep.
Especially like this one. It was really tedious to just use the dash to go through that room, but Crystal Dash, it's nice.
Yeah, the speed sprint is a lot faster than the dash. I think dash is like 20 units and Crystal Dash is 30, so it's quite a big upgrade.
I want to pick up those geos,
Yeah.
just to be sure.
A very short visit to Soul Sanctum, and then we just get this spell upgrade.
Yeah, that area we quickly just went through. It's like X2's favorite area probably in this game.
Yeah, it's
right.
it's the best area in the game, clearly. There's the enemies are totally consistent. They never screw you over by just teleporting inside of you for some reason, and I'm really happy that that area exists in this game. I love it so much. I'm sorry, rant over. There's a little mini boss before you get the spell here, and there we go.
Free. That's spooky. But yeah,
Scary.
she gave us a really nice upgrade for our spell, and
Yeah, this, as I said before, like, this doubles the damage of your fireball, so and makes it like 5 times bigger. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly, how powerful it is. But
yeah, like
it's
if
nice
you
to
have ever tried any percent no major glitches for this game, we will instantly see like how this spell just trivializes pretty much the next fight.
oh,
That
yeah.
is like a nightmare to any percent runners. Well, most of them.
Yeah, this coming up on Watcher Nights, that you might have heard of before. It's by far the hardest fight in the normal any percent run. It's a multi-boss fight, so you have to fight 2 enemies at once, and if you don't kill them fast enough, it just becomes awful, as you said. But with some good damage rotations, we'll see how much.
Oh wow.
Just how much damage the
I'm
Chainsaw
instantly
can do to
throwing.
these guys. Oh.
I'll
Your
just
fireball
heal.
actually went through him there, thanks to the high praise, but yeah, you can see how fast they just die.
Oh,
Oh.
bouncy boys.
Yeah. They can still screw you over with some of the patterns and get a bit scary, but yeah. The damage from the Shade Tool is just ridiculous at this point already. And he only has one spell and one charm right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, oh my god.
I
That was
actually kind of
spooky.
jinxed that because I said that that boss fight is trivial, but it can
Yeah.
be still kind of hard if you're not like really good at it.
Yeah, they can make it hard for you, for sure.
Yeah.
Made it through though.
Yeah, especially I hate that bounce attack. It's sometimes so hard to dodge.
Oh yeah, screw the bounce, dude. Especially when one of them does the bounce and one of them does the roll at the same time.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah, this is the first dreamer we talked about earlier. And with Dream Mail we can access his dream and yeah, we just kill him. Absorb the essence to be more powerful or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It destroys one of the locks on the very end area of the game, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
and that's like a door there we saw in that cutscene, and we saw like one lock breaking there, and we're like one step closer to accessing that ominous temple.
And there's no like fight or anything to the actual dreamers. They basically just got it by these other bosses that come before them.
Yeah. Well, I missed a couple of geos there, but I don't believe that's really important.
Yeah, the geo stops being tight after you get like the elegant key in this run, I think. What are we doing next? I actually don't remember exactly the route of this run.
Yeah, we are going to actually go get the double jump thingy.
Yes.
Simplified, it's just a double jump, but the real name is Monarch Wings. And yeah, there's also one really cool boss soon-ish. Yeah, we have to travel through a couple of areas first.
Those guys in that room, they can
wait.
just stop your crystal Dash like that, and there's not really much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they let you straight through, and sometimes they're all in your way. It's it's pretty annoying, but there's a lot of like small RNG like that in this game where you just have to hope that the enemies are in positions that let you through fast. Just gonna grab this bench again so we can warp back to it as we did a few times already before.
Yep. This is one place where we actually need Crystal Dash. You can't get through that area in any other way. Probably you can get through that area by with some weird glitch. Like there's some heavy glitched categories in this game as well. I haven't really played those, so yeah, let's not get further into those. But
Yeah, that's it's a very broken game if you want to break it. Let's just leave it like that. There's actually one very, very complicated way to get through there without the Crystal Dash, but
oh,
yeah, that requires you to like die, so you have your shade on the like platform there,
oh, I see.
and then you have to have an upgraded nail so the shade has enough health so
Whatever.
it survives a fireball shot. So yeah, and then you have to use fireball shot to lure the shade over to you and then poke over it to get there. But obviously that's way too slow for any actual run to use it. But yeah, there's some really weird skips like that in this game that are never actually used in runs because they're just really slow.
Yeah, here's the next boss fight.
Yeah. This guy's gonna actually have a refight as well. We'll see that in a second.
It's kind of weird because I find this guy way more annoying than the Dream version.
Yeah. Yeah, the some of the bosses have like dream versions of them that this guy has one as well that we're gonna fight in just a second. And the dream versions are usually faster and they have more HP.
Yeah.
And sometimes some extra attacks as well. Or stuff like that, so for that guy it's kind of a meme that the dream version is a lot easier than the normal version. Because he moves faster and he does less like weird random pauses, so there's more of a rhythm to the fight, I guess. Oh, yeah, I don't think you had your dash there.
Yeah, I didn't realize I lost my dash, but yeah.
Yeah. Like
even if I die in this fight, it's not too big of a deal because I only like spawn next to him.
Oh yeah, that's it takes a lot of the pressure off during the dream fights because you know you're gonna just spawn there. Like you're basically just gonna wake up from the dream and be ready to try again.
This kinda.
There you go. And you can actually, if you were watching careful there, you can see the fireball hit 2 times. And that's one of the most useful ways to deal damage faster when the Shade Soul that we're using, the fireball, when that's your only source of damage. It quite obviously doubles the amount of damage that the fireball does. And he's using that a lot in this fight. You're getting a lot of double hits. It's really nice.
Yeah, fortunately enough.
But yeah,
it's kind of shady. Okay, we are 1 HP.
It's a bit spooky.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That goes spawn in annoying spots. But yeah, it basically halves the fight in duration because you just do double the damage. So like the nail damage is pretty much negligible at this point. All of our damage is coming from the spells.
Yeah, we mostly use nail to just gather soul.
Yeah, you need 3 nail hits for each of the spells that you do. So he has to deal nail damage to get the mana or soul.
Going off, okay.
For the spells, but other than that, it's all spells, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy can be tough sometimes.
Holy cow. Okay, we can heal here also.
That was a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah. Oh man, this is shady.
I'm so scared, dude.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
the freeze frames can be scary there. Cause like at least it feels like the projectiles move during the freeze frames while your momentum is stopped. Oh, there we go, easy. Good job.
Yeah, even if I died there, I don't know, that was kind of a nerve breaker.
Yeah, it was. It was a really scary prize, but you got through.
Well, luckily enough, or unluckily enough, things won't get really easier here.
Yeah.
Because we will instantly find another guy who's like maybe even harder than that one.
Yeah, it's I guess it kind of depends on the person. Some people find that one harder, and some people find the other one harder. But
I guess if everything goes right in the next fight, it can be really easy. But
yeah,
if something goes wrong, like it can snowball real quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of precise timing the next fight where you actually have to get triple hits with the fireballs. I was talking about double hits there, but this next boss, which is the failed champion, it's a refight actually of the very first boss we fought, the failed champion. No. The false knights? Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain just shut off there for a second, but
yeah, we picked up the double jump there. We already used it there to access this cool area. And there's also a stag station here.
Very conveniently.
Oh
yeah,
man.
wings are like the double jump of this game, where you can double jump with them. I don't know. There's not much else to it.
Yeah.
Just lets you gain access to some areas you wouldn't be otherwise able to access.
Yeah, just we want to have full soul when we enter the next fight.
Yeah, it's really important because if you remember at the start of the run, I was talking about a boss that doesn't refill your soul when you hit him with the nail, and this is that boss. So basically, there's no way to get soul during his phases, I guess. After you end of the fight, so you really want to have full soul when entering this one. There's some little maggots. They're cute. Yeah, here we go. So basically,
Right,
the key to this fight is just getting a lot of double and triple hits with the Shade Soul. And doing the rest of the damage with the nail hits.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, you got 2 out of 3 double hits. That's good enough. The best you can do in this this first phase is getting 3 double. Yeah. Oh, that was rough.
Oh man, I died in both of these bosses, which I'm not too happy about. But again, it's not. Oh man, you're right. I'm actually just gonna.
Yeah, you kind of need full soul for the first phase. Thankfully, these maggots spawn right next to the boss, so you can just farm soul off of them with the Dream Nail. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention that. The Dream Nail does give you soul if you hit normal enemies with it.
Yeah.
It fills up a third of your soul bar. Very convenient. But yeah, let's see this again. Again, just hunting for the double hits. That's one. The double hits have kind of a weird timing to them, and you have to be in like a specific spot.
Oh,
I can't say I fully understand how they work. Oh, nice. Nice, you got all 3 double hits.
Yep.
There we go. Oh! Oh, that was... Yeah, this guy spawns those random rocks from the ceiling, and...
Yeah, I kind of want to heal here for a bit.
Yeah. This is the nice thing about this boss. You can just kind of pause between the phases and heal up as much as you want to. And now he wants the triple hits. I think you got 2 triple hits there? Maybe?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, you got. Nice. That was really good.
Yeah, let's heal again for a bit.
So yeah, basically you want to hit the fireball while he is swinging his mace towards you, and then have the fireball. Nice. That was. Oh no!
Oh no!
Ah. Man, I think he even got the two triple hits there, but what can you do? But yeah, I was saying about the triple hits, yeah. You basically just want to hit the first hit of the fireball while his mace is towards you, because the mace has a hitbox into him. So hit him during that, then hit him in the middle, and then hit him on the other side when the mace is over there. Maybe I should just shut up and let you concentrate.
Yeah, just you can talk. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh. Yeah, these rocks that fall from the ceiling, they don't really help at all in this fight.
Yeah.
I kinda got screwed by them already once.
Yeah, and that...
Right, jump.
You managed to just barely dodge it in that second fight. That one rock that spawned right on top of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna heal again here.
That was really clean. Just one hit. And outside of the final boss, I think most people consider this guy the hardest fight to at least learn in this category. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not really getting the triple hits consistently here. I got like 2 there. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, getting 3 triple hits here requires really precise timing. It's not easy. because I talked about that mace animation, and his mace moves pretty fast. So, and they don't really feel totally consistent either. There we go.
There we saw a perfect cycle.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can just kill him 100 to 0 on the second and third cycles if you hit all 3 triple hits. That was really nice.
All right. And we can just skip that animation in the end by shooting the fireball to his face and then jumping off. But yeah, I would consider this pretty hard boss, especially when you don't have really any health. And like, yeah, it can get really hard if you don't hit the doubles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's if you don't get enough troubles or triples, it gets difficult.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Well, those boss fights are over now, fortunately.
Yep, they're done. And now you're going to get the dream gate, right?
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, this is the dream gate that I was talking about earlier, where you can just place a gate anywhere on the map you want and then teleport back to it later. And you can probably imagine why that's really useful for speedruns. Just being able to basically warp anywhere you want, where you've been before.
Yeah.
Makes the backtracking a lot easier and well faster.
There it is.
Yep. That was a bit of a freeze there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I was
I've never
kind of
seen
like
that before.
wondering if I soft locked or something. I don't know.
Yeah. just a little hiccup in the computer, I guess. What's happening next?
I'm going to get the King's brand next.
Oh,
and
right, yeah.
we will actually see one boss that we already fought in the early game again as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a harder refight this time.
There's actually like, I think one of the most, with the shade skip, this next skip that I'm going to attempt to do is like, sometimes it's really easy, sometimes it's really hard.
Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one.
Let's see if everything goes well.
It's really clever and it looks nice when you get it, but oh.
Right, we have 4 more tries.
Oh.
Oh man. Well,
Now
I
it
think
gets a
I'm
bit
gonna
spooky.
backtrack for a bit and maybe collect some soul. Yeah, like sometimes you get that first try, sometimes you struggle with it.
Yeah, it's what he's basically trying to do is do a pretty precise dash under the little ledge there to get to the other side. Let's see. Oh,
There
yeah,
we
he got
go.
it. He got it.
Yep. And we will spawn to this platform. That's not. There's actually an item that lets us swim in the acid as well. So there's acid there in that, like that liquid we saw there. So we don't wanna really touch that. But like fortunately enough, we can warp just to the other side of that lake, like that.
Yeah. The hazard respawn zones are sometimes a bit weird in this game, where they let you do stuff like that, where you don't even touch a platform, but you hit a trigger to spawn there when you hit a hazard or like a spike or acid, then it'll spawn you like that there. It's really convenient. Skips a lot of just going around for no reason in this part.
Yeah, it's the Hornet again that we fought earlier, but now she's much faster.
Yeah, this the first fight against her is a bit of a pushover, but this one is actually
this
really
one
tough.
is not really.
Yeah. I actually consider this one of the hardest bosses in the game in general. She's really unpredictable compared to a lot of the others. And again, we'll see him try to go for these double hits whenever he gets... Yeah, that was one. They're not super consistent on this boss, but you can get them fairly often if you just get lucky.
I will actually heal here.
Yeah.
Because why not?
This one sucks to backtrack to. especially if you don't skip the don't take the bench that you take, because that one was just basically a safety bench.
Just for the safety again.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That was
a really clean fight, honestly.
Kind of.
You took a bit of damage, but like it was pretty fast.
Yeah, at least it was first try.
Yeah.
So that's nice. So here's the next item. It's kind of like, it's only a key, really.
Yeah. It just lets you open one door later on that guarantees access to the abyss area.
Yeah. We will actually instantly go over there to open the door and see what's in there.
Yep.
At the bottom of the kingdom.
And yeah, also this is one of the places where the Dream Gate is really useful, because this spot it saves your location. So we can't use the bench trick to get out of there. So the Dream Gate is the only way to get out of that area without just walking back.
Yeah.
So that skips like maybe 1 or 2 minutes of just backtracking. It's really nice. So yeah, here we see the door that we just gained access to open. This guy.
Now here we see the power of inventory drop as well. Again.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool ones here. This room is one of the tallest in the game, I think.
Yeah,
they just
definitely
make it
is.
through in like 5 seconds because inventory drops are OP. And there's a little platformy segment where we have to climb to the top of this lighthouse to activate the light to be able to go to the next area.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys can be a bit spooky because they do 2 damage on contact. And yeah, that's not great. But you made it through. Nice.
Yeah, that can get like, that climbing there, it can get out of hand really quickly if you take damage
Yeah,
and like fall down.
It
Because
definitely can.
there's tons of those guys over there, just flying in random places.
Yeah, I've died there more than once in my 106% runs. So
Yeah, especially if you try to do that like super fast.
yeah,
I usually play that part a little slow or something, just to not get screwed over.
Yeah. This is actually a fairly recent trick, by the way. Here, he hits that little fountain and then save and quits out immediately, and that lets him skip like maybe a 10-second animation of picking up that.
Yeah, like
the ability.
there should be the usual animation where you find another ability, like the Vengeful Spirit in the start.
Yeah. And when he's dashing here, you can see that the first dash he does every time is kind of black in color, and that's the ability he got. It's called the Shade Dash, which basically makes that you have a cooldown for where, well, basically every third dash you do when you're dashing normally is a Shade Dash, which makes you completely immune to damage and lets you pass through these shade walls that we'll see him go through in just a second here. Oh, that was some wild wall cling storage. That's something that can happen sometimes. But yeah, he's just gonna go fight this Markoth guy here. Markoth probably one of the most annoying Dream Warriors out there.
Yeah, like if everything goes right, this fight won't last too long.
Yeah, it's over in like 5 seconds if he's nice to you, and it's over in like 50 seconds if he's not. Oh,
Okay.
there we go. That was good.
And yeah, this Dream Gate skip here again saves like, what does it even save? Maybe 5 seconds even?
Yeah, probably like 5 or 6 seconds or something like that. It's really nice. And it's super convenient, especially after you get the Dream Gate, because you can literally just
Oh, whoops.
do the Dream Nail to get the essence, and then buffer our Dream Gate right after that to just get it immediately. It's super nice.
And yeah, we will return to this like very first area of the game now, because there's actually like a hidden pathway, like right where we started the game.
Yeah, normally you'd get the Cure to Fallen charm there, but it's not needed for this run.
Yeah.
I think there was some theoretical stuff where you could like one cycle Humu with it consistently or something,
Yeah, maybe.
and it would save time, but I don't think anyone's actually like tried to do that, because that charm, it basically gives you more nail damage at 1 HP, and that's pretty risky for speedruns, obviously. Oh yeah, Heavy just killed Gorb. He's not a very tough fight, as you'll see. Hi, Gorb. Oh no. Damn, yeah. Sometimes he does that, it's really rare, but he won't get properly knocked back by the spells.
Yeah.
Like, usually he just instantly die there.
And that damage is actually taking that damage there after the Dream Gate skip. It saves just a little bit of time as well.
Yeah, normally after doing the Dream Gates, Dream Nail Storage thing that we've been talking about, normally you can't open your pause menu after that.
Yeah.
But if you take damage after doing it, it grants you access to open the pause menu for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
Not sure why. But I don't know, it saves time for us, so I'm not going to question it. So I think you're just one Dream Warrior away from getting enough.
Yeah, actually. Two actually. Now
Oh,
that
two.
I remember.
Oh yeah,
Kelly and
we had to kill Marmu too. I just remembered No Eyes because...
Oh yeah,
She's very
three
annoying.
actually.
What, really?
Yeah,
God.
Galleon, Marmu, and No
Oh,
Eyes.
you Galleon
there's
too?
a bunch
Damn.
of dudes we need to take care of.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
This room is really annoying because sometimes they, like the Crystal Dash is supposed to go through the enemies, but sometimes the enemies can just stop your Crystal Dash for no reason, even though it should just kill them and go through them. Not really sure why, but it happens, and it's super annoying in that room specifically because there's like 15 enemies in your way. You got through cleanly though. Coming up here is Humu, the bane of every single 80% runner, but in this run it's not too tough.
Yeah, because we have the Shade Soul, we can deal more damage than in any percent, so...
Yeah.
Let's just see how this goes. Usually there's nothing too hard here, but...
Yeah. Like, you can get a 2-cycle on this guy with just a regular fireball, and you can't really 1-cycle this guy consistently with just the Shade Soul, so basically what's expected of you is getting the 2-cycle here as well,
okay.
which makes it a lot easier, but this is tricky, because you get a 4th
Yeah,
attack.
this is kind of shady right now. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of improvise here.
Yeah, that was fine, that was fine. That's enough damage, as long as you don't die. This does make it a lot trickier though, because you still need to get a couple Dream Nails to have enough damage here. Nice, that was a really good save.
Yeah, the first phase was kind of shady, but
Yeah.
we got it done. Just okay. I gotta make sure that I don't fall to acid here.
Yeah, normally Humu, which is the boss, what the boss is called, normally it'll give you 3 attacks in the first phase and 2 in the second phase, but he got an extra attack in the first phase, which is, I think it happens like 25% of the time or something.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't know if I kind of did a sloppy setup for the...
Yeah.
Because there's like a really precise movement there that you can do to like get a really good position for the damage phase or something.
Yeah, the position was good if he only got 3 attacks, but
Yeah.
with the 4th attack that made things a lot weirder. But you still got the 2 cycle, so it actually didn't end up losing any time at all. So really good pack up there.
Yeah, that was a bit scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the 1 HP had me kind of on my on the edge.
Alright, so we can just dreamgate our way out of this well, dreamer's home, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
All the the dreamers, they hard save you as well, just like the King's Brand pickup did. So we have to use the dream gate to get out of those spots instead of just using the bench warping. Again, coming up here is probably the most frustrating RNG in the run.
alright, I'm not having any of this. I wanna be
Yeah.
5 HP for this next fight.
I cannot blame you. So yeah, no worries. This fight should be pretty easy on the like it should be easy, but there's a lot of annoying things she can do and a lot of RNG to the fight. You'll see in just a second, but if you get lucky, the fight is over really quickly, and if you get unlucky, it takes ages to kill her. Because every time you do any damage to her with any of your abilities, she has a 30% chance of just immediately teleporting away. Which, let's see if you can demonstrate that. Yeah, just like that. Normally you can get double hits with the Shade Souls, but if she just... No, that was...
I'll take that.
What was that? That's like one of the fastest No Eyes kills I've ever seen.
I have seen like one teleport kill as well, but like I'll have that any day.
That was really good.
I didn't even take any damage.
Yeah.
Like, that's not usually the case.
Maybe I was hyping up the RNG of that too much, but...
What's going on over there?
Oh yeah, did we lose?
Are we on?
Okay.
Okay, we are back on.
Not sure if this stream saw that, but that's fine. But yeah, another Shade Wall there. They can get through with the Shade Cloak, and here we are in Queen's Gardens. This area can get kind of tough sometimes, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those funny little gauntlet thingies, but should be over very soon. There we go.
Yeah. Thankfully, the Shade Sword one-shots those guys. And here's a little hazard respawn trick again, where there's a really small spot in those thorns where you can land, and it'll actually set your hazard respawn at the bottom. So you just keep going around that little gauntlets of spikes.
Whoop.
Careful. Oh.
It's fine. I think, yeah. We have a save point, like, exactly here, so taking damage there doesn't really matter if we just don't die.
Yeah, that room can be spooky sometimes, though, because it has platforms that disappear from under you, really unpredictable enemies that throw annoying projectiles at you, and spikes at the bottom, so, like, just one of the worst rooms, honestly.
And this is like the longest gauntlet here in this run.
Yeah, this one is huge. Let's see. It's very consistent, but oh, nice. That was a good shot.
That was
but
nice.
It can get annoying sometimes.
Oh, there's one more.
Yeah.
I always forget this one.
That was
over
really
here.
clean, though.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Could have been better if I had soul left for that last flying mantis, but I'll take that.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, here we see again in just a second another super annoying
this is a good one.
RNG area of the game. Bless frogs, dude. Bless frogs. These guys have very unpredictable movement, but they are being super nice to you. What the hell?
What are these guys doing?
I don't... What?
Well...
No way!
Okay,
Oh, there
one
we
hit
go.
there. Oh, okay, that... Okay, there we saw that.
Wow, that was... You are getting some crazy good RNG in this run, dude.
Oh,
I'm really taking advantage of it as
okay.
well.
I'll
That
just
was
heal
nice.
once because Marmu can be Marmu sometimes.
Yeah.
All right,
She really can.
let's just fight this guy.
This isn't the toughest boss fight, but sometimes...
That was not the best
can get
start for
annoying.
this fight.
Yeah, you really want those double hits in this fight. One more should do it. Oh. There we go. Made it through, but now this next spot will be a bit spooky with this amount of HP.
Okay, we actually get to see this Dreamgate or the Dream Essence gathering animation once because I failed to get that Dreamgate skip.
Nah, just demonstrating for the audience to show what it's like. Maybe
Right,
you
I
don't
want
get
to
it.
get one more HP to just be a bit more comfortable in this next
Yeah.
traveling section.
And coming up is the Traitor Lord fight, which, if you've played this game casually, you've probably fought the version of him that's fought on the current patch. But on this patch, he's a lot weaker and he has a lot less attacks. He's basically just a large version of the normal Traitor Mantis dudes.
Yeah.
So he's a bit of a pushover. But just another fight where you really have to concentrate on getting those double hits with your spells. It's as you can see, the double hits are a very important part of this run. You really want those whenever you can get them on bosses. Oh yeah, and also you can hit them in the ceiling like that there. That's quite a nice little thing. Oh. As you can see, he's just doing these forward attacks and then these jump attacks.
There we go.
Yeah, that's his whole HP bar.
This is actually like supposed to be a fight where you should have mastered the usage of the Shade Cloak as well, but you don't really see it there.
Yeah, and on the new version, on the current patch, he has one attack where you can't dodge it without using the Shade Cloak, right?
Yeah,
But-
especially in the current patch.
Yeah. But on this patch, it's not necessary in any way there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like the... How would you describe this item?
It's a part of another like.
It's a
there's
charm.
Yeah, there's a charm that has like 3 parts.
2.
Well,
Or
total of 3.
It's
like
technically 3, yeah.
Yeah, technically 3. That's required to get the true ending of the game.
Yeah.
You can't get the true ending without that. It unlocks a specific area where you can upgrade it to the last level on, then you can finish off the game.
Oh, okay.
That was
a
smooth.
clean dunk.
Yeah.
Oh no, the spiders. I don't know. This area is like my least favorite one casually playing.
Deep nest, yeah.
Oh.
It's a bit annoying.
Yeah, there's spiders and bugs everywhere. I don't know. It's kind of creepy, but it's cool still.
Yeah, just an area filled with all kinds of critters. Not the most enjoyable to go through.
Yeah.
And most of these rooms are completely dark if you don't have the lantern, by the way, so I guess it's kind of a blessing that we have to get the lantern in this run, because going through these rooms without it would be just agony.
Yeah, it's just lots of learning.
Yeah.
You gotta learn where all the enemies are and... Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Spideys.
So,
And yeah, this is actually the last Dream Warrior of this run.
yeah. Not the most difficult one. Oh, not a single double hit, really?
Yeah.
Do you normally get those
unfortunate.
at the start there? Or... Damn,
Oh,
that was
there
really
it is.
unlucky with the double hits there.
Yeah, usually
Didn't
you
get
get
any.
one there, but... Well,
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, he's gonna need 1800 Dream Essence total to get the Awoken Dream Nail that's required for the true ending, and he's like missing about 6 right now, and that's on purpose because using the Dream Gate actually uses up one of your Dream Essence every time you use it. So
this spider.
This is a bit spooky now. Yeah, just get rid of him. But yeah, he's gonna be able to get those couple remaining pieces of Dream Essence from an Essence tree later on. It'll cost a few seconds, but it's definitely worth using Dream Gate in so many places.
Yeah, this area is actually really easy on true ending because you necessarily don't have to do any of this. Like in any percent, you have to like travel all through this beast's den. This is the name of this area, and there's lots of spiders and narrow pathways, but here we can just... Oh, that was actually kind of close.
That was scary,
yeah. With the help of Shade Cloak, we can just pass all those stalking devotes. They're really annoying enemies as well.
Yeah, but the double jump allowed him to do that skip in the beginning of the area, where normally you'd sit on that bench, and the enemies would trap you inside this huge area. A lot of spiders and everything, and that's supposed to be like the quote-unquote boss fight of this streamer, just getting through the area. But thankfully, because the devs just decided to put a little skip there, that skips the entire area for some reason. If you have double jump, you can just do that and know how to deal with any of the other stuff. It's really nice.
The pathway over there is really well hidden, by the way, so it's not like trivial to find it.
Yeah, I don't think almost anyone would find it casually.
Yeah.
It's not easy to notice.
Can I get the toll glitch even once in this run? I don't know why it has been so hard.
Yeah, you got it there.
Yeah.
That was a lot faster. For some reason, if you buy a toll and then look down or up with your character, you just move your camera up or down and then immediately release it, it's gonna spawn the toll way faster. It's kind of a bizarre glitch, but it saves a few seconds every time, so it's very nice to have. Okay, need 4 more. Yeah, this should be enough.
All right.
Flat 1800. So I have to go through some dialogue to actually get all the rewards. This is a very slow process.
Yeah. But yeah, we got the Awoken, or the more powerful version of the Dream Nail here.
Yeah, it basically just allows you to access...
It's only used like once in this run.
Yeah, I don't think it lets you access any other area than the White Palace where we're going to right now, but...
I'm so bad at this.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned the Chinese ones, but all the dialogue and text boxes and everything, those are in Chinese because that's the fastest language for all the dialogue.
Yeah.
It just makes it go quicker because there's less characters and they're bigger and all that good stuff. But yeah, you can't normally Dream Nail that god there and enter this area. You need the Awoken Dream Nail to come here. So that's why we need to get all the essence for it.
Yeah, this is the White Palace. It's a really cool area.
Yep. It's the main like platforming challenge of the entire game. There's been many controllers that have been broken here probably. I know this is a very tough area to go through casually for a lot of people, so it's basically the super meat way of Hollow Knights.
Oh.
A lot of saw blades, a lot of platforming, all the good stuff. It's actually my favorite area of the game. Like, unironically this time, not like Soul Sanctum.
Yeah, and also, like, interestingly enough, you actually don't need double jump, like, for this area, all except one Birthplace, which is like
Yeah. It's
like right, completely on the right side of this area, right here.
Yeah, yeah, right after that little arena against the King's Mold, you there's a certain jump that you can't make without double jump, and every single other part of the White Palace, everything else is doable without it, but there's just that one tiny jump, and we've tried everything to get through it, but it's just not possible. You can't even spawn your shade to get through there, because your shade doesn't spawn in White Palace. It's annoying.
And yeah, here come the saw blades. I don't know why there's like saw blades here, but
Yeah, that's that's a lot of slow blades in here.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's kind of out of place. Like, why do they exist again? But gives us some nice platforming, so I'm all for it. And yeah, a lot of difficult cycles here, a lot of difficult movement. Just a difficult area altogether.
Everything goes right here. It looks so beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Just when I said it.
That's fine. So yeah, basically you just have to go through these different areas, activate those lanterns to get access to other areas, and a pretty linear area overall.
Oops. Okay, I'm gonna bench here because why not?
Yeah, that bench only loses like a second. Let's see if we can get this cycle. It's a pretty tough one. You do a slightly different start there than me.
Yeah. That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know which is faster there. I like to go like over the saw blade at the top.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I see a bunch of people doing that as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is a huge skip for this area. You can just go over that saw blade there, and then see that there, and just skip that entire room. Basically, it's like a huge room where you go below and then you go above, and
yeah, it's
all
like
kinds of weird stuff. Yeah.
I've been running this category for a while, and once I was wondering like, what was below there? Like, what if you don't skip that area? And it's super tedious to do, like, in the
it's
intended way.
Yeah, it's actually quite a difficult room normally.
Oh.
But that skip right there, just well, it's actually kind of a hard skip to get down initially, but once you get it, it just makes the room trivial.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
somewhat easy when you learn how to do it. Sometimes can be kind of weird.
Yeah, I still mess it up sometimes.
Oh.
But it's not too hard once you learn it. Nice. And here's another little pogo that lets us skip like half of this room. There's a huge funnel room to the right side, but we just pogo that lamp and get up here instead. And in this room, we're actually going to see an intended skip.
Oh yeah.
There's a little pathway where you can break a wall and access it. And right here. Who knows why this exists, but we appreciate that it does. And here's a really cool intro drop, if you can get it. It's the timing for it is pretty tight, but nice. Yeah, you just like basically skip an extra cycle there on those spikes. You make it through like two different spikes with a single cycle, where you're supposed to normally wait.
That was kind of weird.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna get
close.
that instantly.
That was close. This is a fairly tight double jump after this. Nice.
There
This
we
wall completely skips the left side of that room.
And White Palace is basically done. Now there's just like, there's no like puzzles anymore. It's just, we just travel to the end.
Yep.
And yeah, this is like another section where we just have to use the crystal dash to progress over here, and the music stops in an ominous way, and then we go up here, and there's this guy over here sitting on his throne, and he will give us the other piece of this charm, and now it's like ready to use.
Yep. So that's the second piece of that charm. We're actually gonna upgrade it a third time just in a second here, but as I said, now we can actually equip it. You need to have it equipped to upgrade it for the third and last time.
Yeah, here we also see the over charming, because we have only like up there you can see 3 gray like circles that are kind of like how many charm points we can equip at once. But we can equip the charm even though it has like 5 notches, but then we will take all the damage as double.
Yeah, basically, if you just like try to ram the charm in the slot enough times, the game gives up and let you equip it anyway.
Yeah.
It's a completely internal mechanic, but I think it's really cool. I love that exists in the game.
It's really cool. And yeah, why we had to equip this white charm is because we want to access this area. This is called Birthplace. We were also born over here.
We were, and those are all of our siblings on the walls and chasing us. Oh yeah, and now that he has the overcharm effect, these guys do 4 damage, as you can see there. Thanks for demonstrating that. It makes this area really scary because you die in 2 hits from anything.
Yeah,
it's not great, but you made it through, thankfully. So no big deal there. And then we have just this this fairly short platforming segment, and after that it's going to be the final boss.
Yeah. Lore-wise, I think we are right here. We are in our own dream because we actually like kind of a dream nailed our reflection there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting.
It's so you're just climbing up from your birthplace here, and
yeah, I was actually never too good at this. Like I know some people who can do this consistently, but I always kind of just improvise.
Yeah, it requires a lot of practice this area because it's like super dark and you can barely see what's coming up, so you have to like remember the position of every platform to do this the fastest way.
Yeah, we should be on top really soonish.
Yeah, that was pretty good overall. Well,
there we go. And then there's this little cutscene.
Yeah.
And that guy over there is actually like not the true final boss or the like evil final boss, but it's like the normal final boss of the game.
Yeah.
We will see him in his current form soon.
Yeah, he is the Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
That's from the title of the game. And here is the final upgrade to this charm. It turns into the Void Heart from the King's Soul that it was. And that finally allows us to actually access the true ending and the real final boss of the game.
Yeah, we will spawn back onto this bench now, and we just equip this charm back.
Yep. And the Void Heart stops taking any charm notches once you upgrade it to the last level. And you actually can't even unequip it at all at this point. It's just completely stuck on you. But it doesn't do anything other than just making all the shade dudes not attack you anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, it's really neat. You basically like become united with the Void or something like that.
One with the Void.
I'm not the most qualified to talk about the lore of this game, but something along those lines.
Yeah, that was the door that the Dreamers were guarding.
Oh yeah.
Now they are all gone, so here we go.
Yeah, so this first guy is gonna be a bit of a pushover.
Yeah, definitely.
But the true final boss afterwards is gonna be a bit tougher. So yeah, for this guy again, he's just gonna wait for him to do those dash attacks and then try to get the double hits on them. Oh, he got staggered there. I think that one was a good one.
Okay, what is this?
But yeah, mostly you just want him to do as many of the dashes as possible, and you can see there that he got a double hit, and
Okay.
those are really nice because they just allow you to melt him completely. And when he does this stuff where he just spams the parry attack forever, it's the most frustrating thing, I swear to God. It's you basically can't deal any proper damage to him during the parry, so you just kind of have to wait until they're gone.
Okay, it should be done.
Yep. And yeah.
This is kind of a point where you can decide what you do, and because we want the true ending, we will dream nail that boss, and we will be entering the true final boss fight of the game.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
this fight is just this fight. You will see.
yeah, it's we see that the sun is shining in the background, and look who it is. It's the sun. This is not an easy boss fight. Especially with only the shade show ability, it gets tough. But again, just gonna make the absolute most use of the double hits as possible. I keep repeating that, but like I can't overstate how important the double hits are for
Ouch.
optimizing the bosses in this category. And every attack that the Radiance does obviously does double damage, because why not? She's
Yeah,
called
of
the
course,
Radiance,
it
by
does.
the way.
I hate these sword attacks.
Getting some good double hits here.
Yep.
The double hits are actually really consistent on this boss. As long as you are in the correct position, you can get them pretty much every time. That was a pretty clean first phase. I enjoyed that.
Oh,
Nice.
and
Nice.
yeah.
It's not quite over yet, though.
Yeah, that was kind of the easiest part.
Yeah, here we have the second phase. Oh,
That's bad luck.
yeah, that's... You hate it when he does that attack when you point
Here come the swords.
Oh,
Oh man.
this is where it gets scary.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of try to slow down for a bit here.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, the boomerangs.
oh,
Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Come on. Well,
That's
we still
rough.
have time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually like dying there kind of sucks.
There is
Usually
that-
it's just a reset, but you also have to do this first boss again.
Yeah, you can't just go straight back into it, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
At least you don't have to go through the cutscene of bring him from the chains
Yeah.
and all that again. So that's nice at least.
Oh.
So yeah, once the like dream nail thing pops up over this guy, if you just keep attacking him, you'll get the normal ending
Yeah.
that you get if you never got the void heart or anything. Well, I guess it's not the normal ending. It's a very small
Oh yeah.
variation of it, where Hornet actually gets trapped in here with you. But yeah, it's basically the bad ending of the game. Some would argue that there's no good or bad ending, but I think the Radiance one is a lot better outcome for everyone. Alright, here we go again.
Actually want to... You can also like hit him normally there if you want to not do this version of the ending of the game.
Yeah. And you can even get a couple nail hits as you got one nail hit there without triggering the normal ending. Yeah, it's just to have full soul entering this fight. This ball attack can be kind of tricky to deal with sometimes. The balls follow you around in kind of weird patterns sometimes, and it can get really confusing, especially.
Ouch.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Since she can sometimes stack the attacks on top of each other. Oh my god, that was so close.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's fine. That was a rough pattern to deal with.
Yeah. Kind of contemplated if I should play this category in a marathon just because of that fight.
Yeah.
It's just is very tough. You gotta practice it a lot.
Yeah. It's basically seen as the category with the hardest boss fights of any of the normal categories by far. So this is basically the toughest it gets in terms of speedruns. So you have some big balls for doing this in a marathon, not gonna lie.
Right.
So getting good Hollow Knight practice.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go.
There's also like a different route for this category, where you pick up another spell that kind of makes this last fight a bit easier. But there's some other aspects in that route that make it harder.
Yeah, basically, there's another route that mainly uses the Abyss Shriek ability, which has insane DPS, but there's a lot of other things about that route that makes it a lot less consistent than this one. So this is the current preferred one for most people. Well, the routes are actually surprisingly pretty much equal in speed. Like you could still get world record in this category with either one of the routes. Oh, that was some good poke action there. Oh. So yeah, this fight is basically the ultimate test of like everything you learn playing this game, at least casually. There's platforming, there's a lot of fighting, I guess. And just like everything in just one single boss fight. And it deals double damage. Nice. Okay, full HP in second place. Let's go. I feel like I'm almost as concentrated as you.
Lots of stuff where I have to use the shade soul there.
Oh, not quite yet.
That should be it.
Yeah, maybe one more spell. She might be dead already though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Final part.
Yeah, now just... Excuse me. Now just don't take 3 hits on this climb and you're good. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh no! That's it. That's the fight.
We made it under the estimate. Yay! yeah, it's not
Yeah.
quite over. The time comes after we basically beat the boss, but there's just this, I don't know, we just beat the shit out of him. I don't know.
Yeah, there's you can't die in this part. And time is when the screen
Yeah, it's
goes
like
completely black, right?
we gotta wait a little bit here, and it's like,
I think it's alright when those disappear.
now I think.
Yeah.
Woo! Yay! Yeah. I mean,
That was pretty intense.
it's an intense category with some really intense boss fights where I didn't really manage to do them like I like to, maybe. But like we got
Yeah.
it done under the estimate again. So
Yeah.
yay.
Those are mishaps in the boss fight, but overall, like a really good performance, I think.
Yeah. There was some like really good parts in this run as well. Like
Yeah.
White Palace was pretty good.
Yeah, the white
Yeah.
puzzle was super, super clean.
Yeah. Thanks to Axu for joining me
Yeah, no problem.
for commentary.
Thanks for the run.
It was really nice that I didn't have to like sit here all by myself and struggle in the final boss fight and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
And
alright.
of course, thanks to Speed Games United for having me here. And I don't really have much else to say, I guess.
Yeah, just if anyone happens to be interested in speedrunning this game, just
Yeah.
join the Discord. You can find that on speedrun.com and come
Yeah.
talk to us, I guess.
Yeah, that as well.
There's some easier categories. Not all of them are this brutal. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Off to the next runs soonish.